Hi. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
How you
meet you
doing?
too. Yeah.
Good. How are you? It's good.
We ready to go?
Great. Congratulations
Thank you.
on the film. I was at the screening
Oh, last night? Oh,
Yeah,
right
so you
on.
guys were on stage and they made quite a big deal about your accent.
Oh, yeah. They said don't speak. Yeah.
But how are accents for you? Do you find it hard, or is it something you enjoy challenge yourself with?
I am a dialect, an accent collector, and an aficionado. I collect them and I love them, and I have a great respect for the voice and sound. I mean, so much so that I wrote and directed and starred in a movie all about voice and sound called In a World, and so that is incredibly important to me and something that I take really seriously, with a smile on my face, but yet still I take it very seriously. And if I'm going to realize a character that is from a different nationality or region, that I want to honor that area by creating something very authentic. So when I did this movie, the second I landed in London to do it, I took on the accent in a. I don't traditionally do that, but it was sort of an experiment in order to be able to improvise within the dialect. Because working with Simon, he improvises a lot, and I wanted to be able to sort of lob back any sort of comedy tennis that we might be playing.
And what was it like working with him? Was he a bit of a charmer?
He's hilarious, and he's I think what works really well in the movie that you definitely feel that we have a really connected kind of comedy chemistry, and I think you always want that for any kind of two-hander, but certainly a romantic comedy where the whole movie is sort of it rests on the success of that connection.
Definitely. And we see a lot of British actors going to the US to play parts over there. And it's not often we get somebody coming this side and putting on the accent. But it was nice to see. So what made you want to play Nancy?
I mean, I went to drama school out here. So I spent 4 years, my college years out here, in pubs and existing in, I was in Deptford and Sidcup and Greenwich and like SE10 deep. So anyway, I had a frame of reference, in terms of, who I wanted Nancy to be and who I could definitely relate to. And when I met Tess, who is, the incomparable writer on this, she also, I mean, this is such a personal kind of character for her. And she's so lovely and endearing and cool and funny. And I just wanted to definitely sew in a little bit of her energy into it, too. So
Cool. And what are your thoughts on self-help books? Have you ever used one?
my brother is an avid reader of self-help books, and I am always the receiver of, hey, you should read this chapter about power and the workplace, or whatever it is. And I'm always like, thanks, Luke, but can we just talk about something in the room rather than the book? So I love him dearly, but I am constantly getting quoted. So I do relate it. I relate to my character being like, enough already with your chapters, your quotes,
Cool.
live in the now, that kind of thing.
And what about blind dates? Have you ever been on any? What sort of experience did you have with them?
I haven't been on too many blind dates. I've had like horrendous dates before, like bad second thirders, but which is when people get too comfortable. But I do currently. My husband and I am very happily married, and my husband and I have on our iPhone we have a list, like to-do list of just people singles names. It's called Singles, and it's just like the names of our friends who are single or just come up single. I'm like, well, you guys broke up. You're gonna go on the single list, And then I try to eventually, we try to kind of we match them, and sometimes it works. Currently, I have a good one I'm waiting on. So someone's got 3 dates in. We're gonna see how it goes.
Nice. And last question before I go. How's motherhood treating you?
I think women are really cool. We do a lot of stuff, and I think motherhood is the most humbling experience. that's the first word that comes to mind because, you know, I am a multitasker naturally, but then again, all women are kind of built-in multitaskers. But motherhood is incredibly inspiring as well as even in a creative sense, you know, with the work that I'm doing, prioritizes your creativity, and that I'm very thankful for.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thanks.